I'm going to create an eye here. This is a very traditional sort of way of finishing off a junction between two leaves or two petals. We'll start with a deep narrow gouge, and by lifting and pressing this high angle grip, we can pop out a little chip like that. Then I'm going to join this edge of this petal here into that circular recess like this, and that bit will pop out. And then I'm going to take what they call an eye punch, which is a lozenge shaped punch made from a nail, and punch that back, and then this creates the eye. So I'll go around and I'll do all this at the same do all the circular bits at the same time. But what you might like to do, since you've still got the centre here, is just make sure they're all at the same place and mark them off around, because there's nothing like a bit of geometry to keep the thing looking fresh. So lift the leading edge, press in, go around, pop that out, and of course I do all those at the same time. Join that to the petal, and you get this lozenge shape, and you punch that back. So now we've got some nice rhythmic shadows around the outside there and inside by the boss, and we can do something with the boss to make that more interesting. There are various ways to tackle the centre boss. You could hatch it with cross lines from a veiner, which is a deep narrow gouge, or a V-tool. You can make little circular impressions with a punch. Or you could do what I'm going to do now, which is to make a sort of three-sided effect, which is very classically what they do for the middle of a petal or a flower, this sort of thing. Decide which of your petals is upright and make that your first port of call, and then divide the whole petal, the whole boss, into three. So we've got 3 points. Then, using the tool which I use for the inner petals, you can, from one of those points, slightly slope back. We don't want to undercut. Spin this around like that, and then take a cut from the middle. So we've got a bit of a crescent cut going on here. Make sure you go right down to the edge on each corner. Then we pick up this one and we come across here and take out a crescent cut here. So this is a bit more of a scoop on that side. And lastly, there's the cut from this one to that one, and we take out that bit there. So we've got a little pyramid going on in the middle. And then, just to add a little bit of interest, you can just take the same tool used for the eyes and just make a couple of cuts here like this. And there you have it. And with that, the Rosette or Patra is finished. All it remains is to remove these pencil lines with an eraser, or perhaps even a little bit of sandpaper. The whole rosette is just left from the carving tools. I'm not going to sand it, and there it is.